This is the Imperial HoloNet News. The total surrender of the Revenites is yet another step in our quest to reclaim the Empire. Grand Admiral Thrawn has decided to give all Revenites that swear allegiance to the Empire clemency in exchange for service. The alternative was less pleasant. Delta Source is now online and providing 24/7 reliable coverage of the galaxy. With this new tool, the Empire will know all fleet movements and be prepared to engage them. There'll be no one to stop us this time. In galactic news, the CIS Remnant and the Pentastar Alignment have begun an offensive campaign against the Hutt Cartel in the Galactic South. The Admiralty believes that within 5 years the fall of the Hutts will be complete. One variable has emerged, however. Delta Source has received new signals from an upstart AI that originates in the Pentastar Alignment. Imperial intelligence has decrypted the Pentastar Alignment's command channels and is monitoring the situation. This variable has the potential to change the tide of the war. Imperial scientists believe that they have unlocked the secrets to the mysterious L-gates that exist in the current Imperial space. The gates are located next to the Gamma-class navigation hazards, also known as black holes. The Maw and Tyrus cluster currently have L-gates in orbit just beyond the event horizon. Director of Imperial Physics, Cave Johnson, will lead a team to oversee the final preparations for the opening of these gates.
I'm Cave Johnson. Congratulations! The simple fact that you're standing here listening to me means you've made a glorious contribution to science. Ha! I like your style. You make up your own rules, just like me. They didn't fly into space, storm a beach, or bring back the gold. No, sir, we did. It's you and me against the world, son. I like your grit. Science isn't about why, it's about why not. Why is so much of our science dangerous? Why not marry safe science if you love it so much? In fact, why not invent a special safety door that won't hit you on the butt on the way out because you are fired? Now you're doing fine. Now let's solve this thing.
Task Force Scylla, commanded by Admiral Bellicose, and Task Force Starsider, commanded by Admiral Katarn, have been assigned to oversee the event. In a worst-case scenario, Grand Admiral Thrawn is confident the firepower of the fleet will meet any hostiles that might emerge. This has been an Imperial HoloNet briefing. Stay loyal to the Empire, or else.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Intrepid Dawn. Captain Katarn here, and let's get started with episode number 5 of our Imperial playthrough. Quick couple announcements before we do so, just as you kind of take a look at the galaxy. One, I am now streaming on Twitch and Mixer in addition to YouTube. In fact, I'm going to be streaming to Twitch a lot more than I'm streaming to YouTube going forward. There's a link in the description. Go ahead and make sure you're following me over there so that you can see it. YouTube really punishes you for putting out live streams that people don't watch. So whenever I try to experiment with new games, if I don't get any traction on it, that means that very few people are going to end up seeing these episodes that I'm putting all my time into, and that's just not rewarding for me as a content creator. So I'm going to make sure that I can expand my horizons and get a new audience here as well. So check that out. Definitely follow me there. I would totally appreciate it. If you prefer Mixer, you can do that as well. I'm trying to grow the portfolio. Here you go. We see that we have the new Executor 2 class. So you can see that we have the Executor. We'll go ahead and fix the name. Executor 2, our flagship superstar destroyer class. Very happy about that. Also, just want to say that there has been a change. I am offering a special right now for all of my Patreons. Anyone that joins at the battleship level, which is the Commodore, it's I believe $20 a month, you get the Imperial Star Destroyer. I'm having special between now and November 5th, you will be upgraded for free to a Titan. And as you can see, we've already upgraded Captain Darth Joel and Captain Rel White Knight, so thank you very much for your support. Anyone else that does that will also get a Titan in this series and the Rebel series as well. So thank you very much for your patience. Over here we have the Tyrus cluster, and we have our new fleet here, commanded by Admiral Bellicose, so thank you very much, Matt, for supporting me. And you can see over here, don't have the right name on that. Let's fix that. Actually, yes. We'll put Admiral Bellicose over here because you have your own command. And then back with Thrawn's fleet, we'll put Grand Admiral Thrawn in charge of this one. That'll be fine. He can replace me. Or I guess Kit Solo, because everybody else has something. So we have 3 Imperial fleets currently. We have the task forces out here, and I've built another large fleet that I think is chilling out in Rishi. Yeah, here it is, 72. This one's huge too. So we have a lot of Imperial firepower. I'm really excited to see how that goes. So let's go ahead and open the L gate. Not really 100% sure how to do this. Okay, so we need to have a scientist in orbit. Do I even have any scientists available? If not, we will make a scientist. There we are. Okay, so he's ready, and I need him to go. Let's send him to the Maw, just because it has so much history. All right, we'll see how long that takes. We'll go ahead and throw it up on fastest as we go through it. A lot of things have changed in the galaxy. Looks like the New Republic can now attack us, which is interesting. You can see down here the Hutt Cartel is currently being absorbed by the CIS Remnant, who are pretty scary. And the Pentastar Alignment is having a bit of an issue. And here with these Microtor accumulators, if I pull them up, they're very Borg-like. They're driven assimilators that popped up and want to take over the galaxy. It looks like their allies are coming to their defense, however. This does give us a chance, because of Delta Source, to check them out and to see what type of fleets we're dealing with. So let's take a look at that. You can see that they have a carrier and a fleet support ship, and they're using the CIS models. Okay. Alright, well, and there's a wormhole over here. Wormholes are always really cool to look at. Let's go ahead and look at one of these. This game is so pretty, and sometimes I just don't spend enough time looking at it, you know, in this view. So that's pretty neat. Alright, so we're just waiting for that scientist to show up, and while we do that, we'll continue to go up these trees. So right now we'll get turbo laser weapon damage. I mean, it's truly amazing how much damage my ships do right now. So I'm not worried about opening the L gates. Also, I did double check, because of Delta Source I can see all of the galaxy. These are the only 2 L gates that we have in the entire galaxy, but so having our Imperial fleets there should limit any potential damage in the event that something were to happen. Okay, the Outrider is here. Let's do this. So let's take it's a great name for this too. Let's take the science ship Outrider and have him research the project to activate the L gate, ladies and gentlemen. And we'll do it from this perspective. In fact, let's go down to slow. I'm a little concerned. Oh no, he's gonna take longer than I thought. 3%, 5%. All right, we're gonna watch this, and whenever it's done, I'm curious what's gonna happen. Believe me, I'm on the edge of my seats as much as you are. Like Cave Johnson says, it's not about why, it's about why not. Let's go ahead and get some armor hit points too. For some reason, we're stuck with level 4 armor. I have like every other technology researched, but I can't get level 5 armor to pop. All right, how are we doing? 28%. The anticipation is palpable. Hey, this hacker sent us vital research information. That almost never happens. I'm actually using this with the beta 2.4, and it seamlessly seems to work. We'll see. Hopefully I don't break the save or anything. But I have my old ones here just in case. I would go cinematic, but I know that we're going to get a pop-up here whenever he's done. So I am legitimately interested in that. Also, this model is fantastic. Really nice. So, kudos to Larrabee for that. And here's the Bellador. Of course, our Titan. Very cool. Alright, 70%. I see you shiver with anticipation. Now, hopefully we're not saving every month either. I don't think we are. But there's a lot of ships out there being built, so it's going to start to slow down a good bit as I record this as well.
We solved science.
Alright, so what do we got here? We got energy credits plus 5%. Let's get some shield hit points. And we're at our limit here. Link established. Okay, on screen. Success! Our technicians managed to abort the maintenance cycle, and the lockdown has been removed from the L gate in the Maw system. For the first time in eons, the L cluster can now be accessed from our galaxy. A great day for the Empire. And what does that actually mean? Okay, so it's over here, and it doesn't look like we've destroyed the galaxy. That's awesome. Let's can we send in the fleet? That'd be really cool if we could. Eerie silence. Upon entering the terminal egress in the L cluster, it is immediately apparent that some kind of titanic struggle occurred long ago on this side of the L gate. Some planets may have once supported life have been shattered beyond recognition, while others are covered in a fine dust from a cursory scan appears to be ancient, deactivated nanomachines. This raises the question of whether the L gates have been locked to keep something else out or to keep something in. What has happened here? Let's take a look. We definitely need to know. Inquiring minds must know. Alright, so here we are. We've come out of the L gate. The Hut Cartel is trying to negotiate. You can see up here, they have all of these debris fields and these planets are cracked. It's pretty crazy. Let's go ahead and zoom out. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to have our science ship that we have there not doing anything now. We're going to tell him to explore this, and we'll find out if there's anything worth looking at while he does so. And then we'll send back our fleet. So let's close the galaxy map, and we'll send our fleet back through the L gate, which would be fantastic. Now, I didn't have anything else planned because I was really hoping that we would have a battle for this one. So what we're going to do instead is we'll just attack the Black Sun. When in doubt, take over the Black Sun systems, right? We're ready to go. I don't think they have any allies that I need to worry about. They have a defensive pact with the Hut Cartel. Okay, sweet. So what we'll do, we have to protect ourselves against the Hut Cartel. So I'll move the Coruscant Defense Fleet to Batharni, which is the only way that the Hut Cartel should be able to enter my cluster. So we'll go ahead and do that over there. In addition, I will order Thrawn's fleet, which should be here. There we are. I'll order Thrawn's fleet to come down to Baden in anticipation of that. Let's see, we have a new tradition. So we are currently working on, we got Spaceborne, and now we're working on Prosperity. So this one is building upkeep and starbase upkeep reduced, which makes a pretty big difference. You can see that we're getting a ton of minerals, and one of the reasons we're doing that is I've built a whole bunch of megastructures between the episodes, just because that's, like I said, that's always the boring part. So let's take a look at one. For example, a quiet stroll. A sensor sweep of that planet has revealed a strange energy signature emanating from its lifeless surface. Incredibly, it appears to be coming from a lone human that was found aimlessly wandering around the moon's southern polar region. That's crazy. To our away team's astonishment, this human seeming perfectly comfortable in the vacuum environment despite not wearing a spacesuit or any other form of life support equipment. After some coercing, the away team managed to convince the reluctant human to follow them back to the ISS Outrider. On screen. Hello, fellow human, how are you? I am at present not interested in engaging in mating rituals. My sleep cycle rapidly approaches and I will soon lose consciousness. Perhaps we can reproduce at a later time. Well, hello there. You look very good in that uniform. Perhaps that will be on the, Oh, did I get it wrong? Just a moment. Oh, yes. Forgive me. It was not my intention to speak of reproduction when our species is clearly not experiencing mating season. Perhaps we can still build rapport by engaging in jovial camaraderie while imbibing a selection of psychoactive narcotics. Oh, to hell with this. It's getting too complicated. Yes, I'm clearly not a human, though. What do you want? That's hilarious. Identify yourself. You know, I'd have gone for it. Just for the record, I'd have gone for it at the beginning. All right, I'll spill everything. No point in pretending anymore. Forgive my lack of eloquence, but it's been a long time since I spoke to anyone who wasn't me. Once upon a time, there was a civilization, you might call it, of nanites. Do you know what nanites are? Good. These nanites were called the Grey Tempest by their creators, although their internal self-designation code was infinitely more complex. Anyway, things turns out sour between the nanites and their creators. Fighting broke out. When things finally settled down, only the nanites remained. But before they were wiped out, their creators managed to disable their star cluster's sole exit gate, trapping the nanites. And how do you fit into this? Well, the nanites found themselves with a lot of time on their hands. A few millennium were spent on fruitless attempts to leave the cluster, but after that they began experimenting with different shapes and life forms. For a time, they even recreated the civilization of their creators, as it was at the time of their demise, right down to the individual citizens. In the latest experiment. Aside from the dormant nanites that can be found covering some worlds, the entirety of the Grey Tempest, or whatever you want to call us, has been condensed into me. My consciousness embodies our entire civilization. As for my look, well, I figured you'd respond better to somebody wearing your own mug. And you wish to stay on this desolate world? I confess that a pastoral life I've been enjoying here on Danta Tonatoire. I don't know how to say that, has grown a little dull over the last few centuries. Now that the Elk Cluster is open and for travel again, perhaps the time has come to try something new. Do you have any ideas? So the question is, should we bring the nanite goo into the world and possibly kill us all? personally, I find that to be fascinating because I'm sure that we have the firepower and the minds, as long as we have Cave Johnson working on this to do it. So let's ask them to join us. Let's just open Pandora's box a little bit. You could join us. Join you. Join you. You want me to throw myself into the flailing appendages of the first bunch of random aliens I run into? I don't even... Hold on, just let me get this straight. You actually thought I would swear some type of fealty to you, even though I don't know anything about your bizarre empire, its sordid past. Are you for real? I don't even know what's worse, that you would suggest, well, actually on second thought, what the hell, why not? Sign me up. No, I'm serious. I'm getting good vibes here, and I think this could turn into quite the adventure. I hereby pledge my loyalty to you and for the next 2,000 years. In fact, let's make that 500. I love this. What should we call you? There is no language known to my kind that could properly convey the full name of the nanite consciousness that constitutes my being. Our creators called us the whatever, which roughly translates to Grey Tempest in your language. I suppose to keep things simple, you could call me Grey. Alright, so it's like Grey's Anatomy. And what can you do? Before you get the notion of asking me to split a few dozen fleets of nanite warships, I have to tell you that I insist on maintaining a single, indivisible form. I've done the fleet thing before, and it's impossible to maintain any type of coherent personality over such distances. My current consciousness would not survive the ordeal. But a single massive warship is fine. I can do that. If you want, I could also assume a smaller form for fighting on the ground, or, if you're feeling less violently inclined, I would be happy to assume the role of governor. Monoform society has always fascinated me. Of course, I will be able to switch roles on request. You can easily reverse any decision that you make. That's fascinating. Welcome to the Galactic Empire. Swear your allegiance to Thrawn and all will be well. You can now communicate with the Grey through the contacts menu. Oh, that's cool. Alright. Well done, science ship. That made it worth it. Let's see, what are we up to? Oh, so we're almost capped on minerals again. I would make another fleet. I guess maybe we should at this point. I have to make sure that the NPCs who are just going to build fleets up until their cap and beyond do not get in front of us. Let's go into the fleet manager and create a new fleet. I like to have a couple fodder classes on here too. I mean, there's not really a whole point of it. Like the Raider class, for example, has been turned completely into a point defense because I've been told by people we need point defense, so I've done that. We also have brand new, and these are really cool, we have brand new Vindicator class cruisers. Larrabee put them back in, so that's really nice to see because I like those a lot. Alright, so there we go. We've wasted a little bit of ship things on these smaller ones. We have Tector 1 and Tector 2, which do a little bit different things as potential low-level carriers. And now we have our Imperial Star Destroyers, the 1, 2, and the 3 class. He's actually changed this to be a... you can see here. I can't rename it without totally messing up my fleets and everything, but this is now a Venator. So you'll have the opportunity to use the Venator if you prefer. And the Imperial 3 is really like the Imperial 2. Now, I don't want to have a ton of high-value ships on here, so that's why we're doing it like this. We'll put one carrier, we'll put 2 carriers on here. A support ship, because we need one for the negative 20%, and then a Dreadnought and a Titan. I don't think I can fit the Titan, can I? 16, I only have 15 left. So if I come over here and take out some of these cruisers, there we go. I can fit a Titan in here, and another Dreadnought. Alright, perfect. So that's going to cost us 158k. We're almost at our limit. Let's spend it all. Reinforce everything. There we go. Alright, so we'll just make sure that we keep spending stuff so that we don't waste it. And that way we'll have 4 fleets for when we ultimately go to war with the CIS, which is coming potentially sooner than we think. Alright, so we're all moving over there. That's great. Let's take a look. What is our episode length right now? Very good. We've got some time to go to war. Let's also take General Manson. And here he is. He's available to us. Let's take General Manson and move his troops here ASAP. It's going to take them a year to get there. Oh, cool. We have a wormhole now. So there's a wormhole that goes from here in Athos over to... No, that's not it. Where does it go? Oh, they're using the gateways. Nice, we opened the gateway, so this gateway here will take them directly to me. So instead of going all the way across the galaxy, they'll be here in a year. They might actually be here before Thrawn is, which is disappointing. But that's okay. He'll be here in about the same time, so we'll be able to start our campaign in earnest. And you can see we keep going right up the repeatables. So we'll just keep getting these turbo lasers. It shouldn't even be fair. Let's take a look at our enemy that we were going to be fighting. As you can see, they've built a pretty formidable defense station. They have 9 of these big alien space structures on here. It's a good possibility that we might actually end up losing some ships in this, especially some lower level Patreons, but I hope not. I'm really hoping that the flagship comes in and just fires from a distance and looks amazing. That's the goal. But overall, they only have, what, like 10 ships? It's going to be over quickly. What I'm worried about is the, well, I guess I really shouldn't have to worry about it because the Hutts are pretty much out of the game. Essentially, all of their space has been taken except now Hutta, but it looks like that's only a matter of time. So the robot uprising has failed to change the course of nature as we thought it might. Unfortunate, but we'll learn from this and move on. Let's go over here and build some more mining stations. I don't know what happened to that one. Alright, we just picked up that turbo weapon fire rate. I think we should just keep doing it. I mean, it's so OP, it's crazy. But Larrabee did tone them down significantly, like here. They no longer have just, you know, like plus 5,000 shield, plus 5,000 everything. Oh, and the executor needs to be updated too. Let's do that. Strategic research discovered. Gray crystals. What the hell are gray crystals? To check that out. Let's look at that real quick. What do gray crystals do? Food output plus 20. I don't really care about that. Okay. And now we're at the point that I feel like we should probably, because I have a feeling these guys are gonna try to get over there. So let's close our borders to everybody. This will probably make them hate us, but like I care. It's an easier way to close our borders. That way, all these guys that want to get up there can't do it. Trying to get these ships essentially out of our space. Knights of the Black Sun, the New Republic. Who else is coming? The Hapes. They're kicked. I think we're good. Nobody else should be able to get there. I don't want them in my L-Gate cluster. The last thing I want to do is lose that sector and all its potentially really valuable resources to anyone else. So we've taken care of that. All right, Thrawn is almost arrived. We're ready to go. All right, they've closed their borders in turn. I'd expect nothing less. This is so cool. So we have we've got 4 Titans, a flagship, all these dreadnoughts, fleet support ships, carriers, the battleship Chimera, because Grand Admiral Thrawn doesn't even want to be on the Executor. He doesn't leave the comfort of his Star Destroyer. Here they are. Our army is right behind us. Okay, so let's see. What should I do first? I'm thinking that we probably have to go this way, yeah, because they have a planet here. So we'll have to get this planet in order to move on. Do they even have... Here they are. Okay, they probably just lost to the CIS remnant over here. And you can see the CIS remnant also is using... Or I'm sorry, the Pentastar alignment is also using Imperial ships, as they should. So that could be a really fun thing. And here's the CIS going all crazy. What do they can 9 dreadnoughts, 12 carriers, 8 battleships. They're not messing around. Their stuff has like very little. But the good news is their stuff has very little of the filler, so hopefully we're able to take them pretty easily. That's a little concerning though. They have a lot of fleets, so I need those 4 massive fleets to work together very well to do coordinated attacks. I think that's going to end up working in our favor. Let's just go back into the fleet manager real quick and reinforce everything. We're almost done building that second fleet, and we're still at 3.4k minerals per turn. That's just amazing to me. Now we have the Emperor's fleet. Alright, turbo laser fire range, good. Let's go ahead and get that attack craft speed up, and then over here we'll do edict duration plus 10%, since that's actually kind of important. Alright, we are ready to declare war. Let's go ahead and do so. I thought for sure that I I thought I had claims on all of their systems. Not that we aren't capped on influence. And yes, chemistry guy, I have all my edicts going. There we go. Oh, that was pretty easy, actually. Alright. Oh no. Okay, one of my fleets went missing. It's probably a science ship or something. Alright, so as soon as, there we go. We can go ahead and begin our campaign of Conquest. Let's go into the Lima system here and watch us come out. There we are. Now, this has already begun. We're going to watch it from the station's perspective of having the Imperial fleet like this, moving right on it. I think that's going to look pretty cool. Let's go cinematic for that, and I think that's good. We'll go normal. Wow. You can see that it's already being lit up. I don't know if those are being fired or not. I think they're being fired from us. It feels like the station's moving, doesn't it? Maybe it was adjusting itself to fire. If you can see that we're coming in. Might have lost a ship over here. Something exploded. Wow. Here they come. The might of the Imperial fleet. Pretty crazy. Now there's a couple things over here. Oh, these are missiles. Yeah. Boom. Actually, let's pause it and look at that. What do we have here? I might be able to get closer to it if I do something like this. It's hard, if almost impossible, to get these fighters up there. Yeah, so Larrabee needs to fix the models. They're not working. But at least we see fighters now. We haven't seen fighters in a while. So that's back. We just need them to get the TIE fighters properly put in there. That would be great. Okay. Very cool. So you can see all of our death triangles as we've taken this world. Pretty willy-nilly. Let's see, did we lose anybody? We did not. That's really excellent. Excellent work there, crew. Let's go ahead and take our people and bomb the hell out of this planet. And while we do that, General Manson will bring his clone troopers and his army over to land here. We'll enter orbit. Alright, we'll go ahead and go back up to fast. Fastest even. Okay. Now while he does that, I'm going to quickly rename some of these guys. What are they? They're clone troopers. What is this? Wayland Army, huh? Okay, I was thinking maybe they were... They're all clone troopers. I was thinking maybe they were something else. Let's go ahead and have them meet us here. Alright, I think we're ready to go. Let's take a look at the planet and see what we're up against, shall we? On the surface, we have Duros, of course. Oh wow, they have a lot of armies. We should probably let this go and make sure that we're indiscriminately bombing the hell out of them too, just so that this goes faster. Selective indiscriminate. There we go. Yeah, I mean, we've got way too much for us to care about this. Let's get these guys down a little faster. I don't want to lose all my guys, but here I was thinking maybe if these were oh, here we go. This is a Titan. So we can rename this. We can rename this AT. Okay. And what is this one? This is Mechanical Knight, so we can rename this an ATST. So while we're waiting for that, we'll do a little bit of this just to make it a little more fun. It's another Titan, so we'll name this an AT-AT. Now these are the clone troopers, so we'll leave them as is. I could give them battalion names someday, but I don't want to waste a whole lot of time. What was this? This was an AT-ST. Mechanical Knight. Another Titan, another AT-AT. This is fun. Okay, so that's the name of the ship. I get it. And then this is the thing that's on top of another AT-ST. And we'll see it whenever they land. It'll be pretty neat looking. So we'll do one more AT-AT. That's the fun thing about Stellaris. If you're going to play a game that takes like 12 hours to complete, you got plenty of time to do fun things like this and really make it RP-wise. Alright, how are we doing? Oh, wow. So they're still bombing the heck out of them, and they have a pretty strong garrison strength. You can see it's up to 904. They're just regular Duros, though. They're a militia army. These guys are kind of scary. That damage of 12 is pretty good. Let me see, what does my damage look like? Oh. Yeah, they're on par with our ATSTs. That's not great. Let's go ahead and land and see what we do. Fingers crossed. Alright, there we go. Our Lambda shuttles are taking all of our people down. Let's take a look. Alright, so our ATSTs are doing pretty well here. Just make sure that we get more of them broken. There we go. Now they're all morale busted. Okay, we may end up losing an ATST in this. I would hate to do that. Alright, he's removed from the battlefield. We're okay. Alright, we've had no casualties. Maybe we did. Probably lost one. But we did take the planet. Excellent. Now they have their defense fleet over here. They're attacking Walgus Station? Where's that?
We solved science.
Sangathia Station? They're going this way. Okay, so they're trying to get their territory back because they're at war, it looks like, with the Pentastar alignment. So we have to make sure that we get as much as we can before it's too late. Let's take these, both of these guys over here and take this planet now. Do that ASAP. This episode is going to go a little bit longer because I want to get some of this done. Let's get another turbo laser fire rate up and energy credits too. Alright, so we've taken that. This should be nothing but a mop-up at this point. We don't even need to take this planet, but we will. Just because it should be done. Alright. Alright, we will attack it. The micro accumulators have been destroyed. Looks like the whole galaxy came up against them. Alright, and we're quickly breaking their morale to fight, which is good because then they do a heck of a lot less damage. Alright, and they're removing themselves from the battlefield. Good to go. I don't think we lost anybody. Well done. Alright. Let's go ahead and take ourselves over. Ah, crap. We're only going to get 2 planets out of this. I can't even settle the war anymore because the rest of these turn to the Pentastar alignment. Okay, so that's a good place for us to stop. We'll just go over here and I guess we'll have to wait for that war to time out or whatever. Or for them to disappear from the galaxy. Turbo laser weapon damage, we'll grab that. So if you guys enjoyed the episode, go ahead and hit the thumbs up. And don't forget to share this with your friends. Like I said, I've had a rash here of really disappointing live stream numbers, which have in turn killed the momentum of the channel. So I'm trying to pick it back up. We're gonna have 3 videos of Stellaris this week. We'll have this one on Monday. So when you're watching this will be Monday. We'll have the Rebel Alliance on Wednesday, and I'll have another Imperial one on Friday. Wednesday night, I'm also going to stream on Twitch, so definitely check that out. And thank you so much for watching. My name is Captain Katarn. This is Intrepid Dawn. You guys are the best, and I will see you in the verse.